Hey, Blue Table fans, Sean here, and I was gonna make this video for my sons because I'm starting a superhero RPG with them. And then I thought, well, why not just, make it public? So, warning, this is off the beaten track, but it is sort of game related, so why not? It could be fun. In 1981, this game came out. I was really enamored of it. It won all these awards apparently, and it's one of the best game systems that I've ever seen. So anyway, I bought this box set of the original, and it was still in shrink wrap. So the air from the 80s was in there, and apparently the 80s smell musty. So let's open it up. Oh, I'm going to show you a bunch of the books, by the way, and tell you a little bit about the game. So this is the original rule book. Look at the condition of that. Isn't that amazing? I guess there's something to be said for mint. And no longer, because I'm opening it up. So this is from the age where people were still using typewriters. And so, oh yeah, there's the character sheets. Should probably make some... yeah. So anyway... And so this was one of the earliest point-buy systems. You know, you can't really see it from there. Let me reel this up just a little bit. Yes, I'm doing this video on a chair. Awesome. So, let me just get that tightened up. Yeah, that's it. All right, so anyway, I just want you to share in the joy. So look at this little copy shop bound thing here. All like tick-a-tap typed up. Don't make mistakes because, there's really no way to correct that. Yeah, oh, and this used hexes. And really, I think this game was the inspiration for the generic universal role-playing system, or GURPS, by Steve Jackson Games. I don't know, maybe someone can set the record straight. Old-timey dice. Fantastic. A catalog. Oh, look at this mail order thing. Awesome. And this old map of like a city. We used to use hex paper in our imaginations. Not hex paper, excuse me, graph paper. So anyway, so that was a little joy for me to open that up. So this is the first version. It's had 6 versions since then. The most recent one, though, by Hero Games, which I own but don't have here, it was like 540 pages over 2 volumes. So the rules got out of hand. So I think it's in like 2007, the company redid the system in this Champions Complete. So if you want to play this game, this is really the rule book to get for it. Don't get confused. Don't buy a bunch of other stuff. Just get this one. It's still available. It retails for, I think, $40. If you go to the Hero Games website, you can still buy it, and it shows I think it is 900 of them in stock. But they don't give you any confirmation that it's shipped. Like, once you place your order, you just hear nothing. Like, nothing happens. So, I'll let you know if that shows up. But you can buy a PDF version, and that does show up right away. So I'm going to let's just take a quick flip through. I'm going to do a separate video on this. This is the one for my sons, to kind of explain how the system works. And it's really a great system. It just captures the genre so well. And so what happens is, for example, for your superheroes, you purchase... you can get skills and stuff, but you get powers. And here's the powers. So, for example, let's see here. All right, hold on. I'm getting there. So, teleportation, flight. So, if you want to fly, but each power can get modifiers to it that change how it is. So, basically, almost any power you can think of can be created in the game. So, it's not an RPG where you have this list of skills and abilities and magic items. Like, everything's listed out and you just pick from those. it's customizable, so you can customize your powers to fit what it is that you're imagining, and that's really the appeal of the system. So knockback resistance, invisibility, where is it? Life support, mental illusions, mind control. Let's see here, multiform, shrinking. So anyway, so that's the rule book, and they did a great job. They just streamlined it. It's so good. I was going to just use the original rule book, but quite frankly, after reading them both, this one really is better. They took effectively what was nearly a perfect system, definitely an amazing idea, a perfect idea, and they streamlined it and made it into something that really works well and is tried and true. So anyway, this is one of the older rule books. I think this is the third one that they came out with. Like, this is from 94, something like that. And this is when, in fact, hold on, let me see if I can get the copyright out. Original copyright. Not seeing it. First printing, 1995. So this is when this system was starting to really get out of hand. Like, they took an 84-page book and turned it into a 325-page book. So 4 times as much material. Is more material better? No, not always. And so this version really needed some help, in my opinion. But there it is. I got this as part of a collection. I think somebody sent it to me for free, so thanks if you're that person. And the great thing, so this is, if you look at this part here, it says Hero 6th Edition, and the Hero system is comprehensive. Like, you can make anything. It covers like detective type stories, modern day things. You can really make anything out of it. But this is one of the supplements for champions using the Hero system, and it's compatible. But look at, I mean, this is slick. This book is done really, really, really well. I wonder when this came out. Let's take a look. Let's see here. 2003? Nope. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think it was in 2001, a company called Defenders of Justice. And by the way, it sounds to me like it was just a group of guys who had money that bought Hero games. So that's definitely one of my fantasies, is to just own it all. Well, I don't know. There's something to be said for just using something rather than owning it. So anyway, these characters are really great. The Villains series of books, there's 3 of them, really is a must-have if you're gonna play this system. And so there we go. There's villain teams. There's master villains. This is a great book, by the way. Definitely a lot of good intellectual property in this one. Let's see if I can turn this a little bit. All right. So yeah, in this universe, there's a lot of villains that are they've sort of grown from the early champion supplements and stuff, like Mechanon, obviously a lot slicker in this version. And but of course, these are all spin-offs of heroes that you've seen in long-standing published comics. Like this guy is reminiscent of Ultron. Somewhere in here, I think we have Dr. Destroyer, which I think we all know who that might be a spin-off of. Where are we now? Nope. Yeah, Dr. Destroyer would obviously be reminiscent of Doctor Doom. But of course, they have their own unique sort of flavors to them. So there you go. Well, I'm having fun with it. I'm just kind of puttering around with this in my spare time. It's going to be a great form to get together with my sons. They're really excited about it. They're getting to the age now where they can appreciate and understand these things. And I think it'll be a great introduction to the world of tabletop gaming. And I, of course, have thought, you know, hey, what's the point of that when you can just get online and play League of Legends or Destiny or Skyrim? I mean, and those things are just over the top. And it occurred to me, that it's computers or no computers. If you have it's artificial intelligence, that inside your Xbox console there is an AI. There's this machine that does computations really super fast, and so you don't have to do them with the human mind. And back in the age of the early 80s, where other than the fact that you might have a calculator, you really did everything inside your head. And I think that definitely changes things and provides a different sort of experience. So I think there's something to be said for tabletop to actually have that human interaction. It is a different experience, and I think people will revisit that, and you'll see it for many decades to come, regardless of how sophisticated the virtual realities become. Unless, of course, there's a virtual reality where you can mind wipe yourself and go into a perfect simulation. So of an entire life, like the Roy video game of Rick and Morty. By the way, amazing show. Definitely got to check that out. Well, anyway, that's all I got to say about Champions. I'm going to have a lot of fun. I may or may not put anything out publicly about it. Many of you have asked about, what's going on at BTP. Well, guess what? We're still completing projects. We have a whole lot of artists going, but I'm living a private life. I'm keeping everything really low key. I thought bigger was better. That's not always true. Sometimes something a little more family sized is better. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope that you got your interesting inspiration for the day.